Your boy. His name Talib. Lyrics stick to your rib.
Oh. Talib Kweli.
Right. He came out with his new album, Radio Silence.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta say, I mean, we know Talib.
Yeah. We grew up listening to Talib.
Talib has been he's a legend in my eyes.
Oh yeah.
I know a lot of people. He was never really like the most popular rapper.
He was underrated. I believe, for the most part, like almost all his career has been underrated,
right?
You know, and unappreciated in a sense. Like he got the skill. He's like a legend. He's a legend to people who really, truly, like, know hip hop,
right,
and appreciate hip hop,
right.
I mean, one thing I had to say is that when I first went to go listen to this, I clicked on it, and you know, when you go on Tidal, sometimes when I go on there, because I listen to it through Tidal, when I go on there, sometimes a cover is on someone else's cover.
It's a little glitchy sometimes.
Sometimes a little glitchy,
right? And
I'm not gonna lie, I thought with the cover, I thought it was supposed to be Jaden Smith's.
Holy
cover.
Shit! You thought it was Jaden Smith because it kind of looks like Jaden Smith a little bit, right?
So I thought it was Jaden Smith.
Jaden Smith.
I thought that, and I was like, "Did I?" I was like,
Jaden
"Oh no,
Smith is already
that's
yelling." He's already yelling Radio Silence.
But then I read Talib Kweli. I was like, "Okay, that is his album."
No, that's Talib Kweli's album.
Yeah. But nah, that shit was fucking.
He
still got it.
Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised. I was like, he probably might have lost it a little bit. No, he didn't lose it. He's just as lyrical.
Fuck yeah.
Talk about wordplay, like, you know, I haven't heard like this kind of rap in a while. You know what I'm saying? Like just him kind of going in and like, like putting together words. Like, okay, people. So in rap, right? People use like certain words like all the time. You know what I'm saying? And they can get a little repetitive. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Talib, for some odd reason, will use the same exact words, but make something completely fucking different
out of it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you was like, oh, I didn't think about using the words in that way.
And that's, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Talib is really a wordsmith.
Yeah, that's Talib.
Yeah.
He'll handle that because, yeah, and it's like, it's almost like a trademark for him. You know he's going to do that because that's what he's capable of doing.
Right.
When Talib is like at his peak. Like,
yeah, he doesn't really sound like he's slowed down.
Not at all.
For some of the features he's got some interesting features. Anderson .Paak's on here. Jay Electronica is on here. Waka Flocka is on the album.
Waka fucking Flocka.
BJ the Chicago Kid once again. Rick Ross is also on here. Bilal. He's one thing that I kind of miss hearing in rap is like people rapping on kind of like these like, I don't want to say like neo soul, but like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like these, you remember when Talib did, the song with, High Tech?
Oh man.
Right.
Oh, fuck, what was that song?
Yeah. Kweli. Yeah. But you ain't know I had flow though. Yeah. That song. I can't remember what the name of it is for right now. Yeah. I can't remember the name of this shit but like hearing those kind of beats, like him rapping on some of those, like that is there again. Like some of those beats are there and I'm like, oh yeah, like I missed this. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I haven't heard this in a while. And, he shines on them, man.
Yeah, he fucking, I mean, I was really impressed. I mean, with some of the features and some of the people I've never heard of too. Like, yeah,
like on the track,
people
Radio Silence, the title track, this guy, I'm guessing is Micah 9.
That's what I'm thinking it is, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I never heard this guy. And maybe it's my fault because I'm sleeping.
It's a possibility.
But his verse sounded like just a conversation that he was having, and he was just saying some wild shit, but I enjoyed every bit of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It was deep.
Yeah.
It was like a message behind it. Like and he got it across.
And it's not like when you put like Talib, he doesn't put people on here that you think that he should have on the album.
Yeah.
He puts people in these places or whatever. But for me, what I will say is, I felt like this Waka Flocka track wasn't really needed. Not to say that Waka Flocka was trash, but I felt like Talib was like trying to step into Waka Flocka's world.
He did.
Right? but I felt like what he should have did was have Waka Flocka step into his world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that would have been a better execution of that track.
Yeah. Talib still killed it though.
Oh no, he killed it.
Killed it.
And you know what? Waka Flocka didn't do. He did a good job too.
Yeah, he did a good job too.
Yeah, I just felt like the whole sound of the song. I was just
it was out of place.
It was out of place.
Yeah, from the rest of the Talib Kweli.
It could have been the beat. The beat wasn't whack.
No, it wasn't whack. It just wasn't
them.
It wasn't Talib Kweli necessarily. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
That was probably my only
venturing to, I guess, another.
No, I respect him for that. You know what I'm saying? It's say I'm gonna do something different, but I don't feel like he needed to do that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he should have did some Talib Kweli shit and had Waka Flocka step in here and be like, "Yo, make it happen, Flocka." Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Come step into my world.
Yeah, step into my world. That's what I felt like should have happened. Yeah. I don't know, but who knows? Maybe he did try to do that, and Waka Flocka just couldn't get down with it. It happens, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm stepping in your world, and it's like, I can't.
All right, I'll step into.
I can't catch it. You know what I'm saying?
I'll do it. I'll step into your world. It's easy for me.
Don't get me wrong. The lyrics on here that Tyler was spitting was like cold.
Yeah.
But it was like but for me, it was like a Brooklyn crunk or something, and I just wasn't really. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want that. You know what I'm saying? Not with the whole flow of the rest of the album.
Yeah, it wasn't. It didn't mesh right. It didn't mesh right. I enjoyed it still, but it didn't belong necessarily on.
That's probably the only weak point in this album for me personally.
Honestly, it should have been something that Waka Flocka should have on his album.
Yeah, that's what it got.
It could have been used for a Waka Flocka album, and
I'm like surprised with Waka Flocka's wordplay.
Oh, he was
okay.
there.
He put his words in there. You know what I'm saying?
I think he did elevate his skills to Talib Kweli because it's like,
I'm gonna get out here with a spitter, so I better try.
I got to do something. I
got to try to do some kind of bars. I don't think I'm out here trash.
You got to.
Yeah.
Like you can't. You don't want to bring the song down,
right?
So you gotta step up. So he definitely stepped up, but it just was out of place. And I mean,
he did get Jay Electronica.
Yes, he did.
Which Jay Electronica is like a ghost. He's a fucking ghost.
He's a myth.
Yeah, the man, the myth,
the legend,
Jay Elect. We're waiting, man. We're waiting, Jay Electronica.
Waiting for the album.
I don't think it's ever gonna come. It's like Detox.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
but we got Talib in the meanwhile.
At least we got Talib.
And
at least we got Talib to get Jay on it.
Right. So. There's a lot of good songs on here, even with the like the One I Love, which was kind of like a love song, but it wasn't really like it wasn't corny.
Nah, not at all.
You know what I'm saying?
It meshed good with a Talib. It was a Talib Kweli.
It was definitely Talib Kweli. You know what I'm saying? But he's like, even though he's dealing with this shit with the girl, or whatever, he's just like, yo, I still love all that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't that a man?
That's a man, dog. Listen,
we
be out here doing some wild shit, okay? But we just can't get enough of these little thoughts.
Like, can't get them out of our head.
Yeah.
We have these thoughts.
We love these psycho crazy women that are angry at us all the time. All right?
No, really, it's just, it was an all around album because he did have a little bit of not necessarily just the hip hop. He had that music for, with a message for the ladies.
Right. It was, everything had a message. Even like some of his stuff where he would, I guess you call him woke in a certain sense. There was definitely chemtrails talks in there.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, well, I don't really necessarily believe in the chemtrails situation, but it definitely makes you go, I wonder. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes you think about shit. Yeah. Which, a lot of rappers don't really do it. He makes you think.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? They're not really doing that these days.
I mean, I love how you put poetry into it.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you had that shit in there where I don't know, with poetry you learn, it gets really deep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when you hear that shit, I mean, it's not necessarily something that you expect. You're hearing hip hop and then you get the poetry in there, but at the same time, it goes hand in hand.
Right.
So, like that last track, the dude at the beginning, I don't know who it was.
The Right at Home.
Yeah, the Right at Home. I don't know who it was that was basically, doing like a poetry slam type shit.
Right.
Over there just spitting his bars. And I mean, he spit some real ass dope ass shit. And I mean, yeah, I really like that track. It's probably one of my favorite tracks on this CD.
This is one of my favorite tracks too. Yeah. With also Radio Silence is one of my favorite tracks too. Yeah. I mean, all in all, man, to be honest with you, like when I hear like, I guess older rappers, usually they sound different, right? Like they sound like you've heard some of the older rappers, like when you heard them, they sound like they aged. Yeah. They sound like they've, like the voice isn't the same.
Voice, yeah, oh yeah. You hear with Dr. Dre.
I mean, Eminem doesn't even sound the same.
I mean, yeah.
Jadakiss doesn't sound the same. Yeah. He sounds completely different than when he first was rapping, you know. Yeah. Everybody sounds different, like the older rappers. Beanie Siegel. I mean, yeah, he got shot and he got lost in his lungs, so his lungs collapsed. So yeah, his voice he doesn't have as much air in his lungs like he used to, but he doesn't sound, you know, all these older rappers I used to like, they don't really sound the same. Talib sounds
the same.
The exact same. Like, he sounds like he...
It's like they froze his ass. And they're like, all right, it's time for the Talib album.
Right.
Take him out of cryo.
Take him out of cryo sleep. Take him out. Been in cryo sleep for like 7 years.
It's like every hour. Right. Now that this album's out, he's going to do some performances. He says, I'm going to put him back to sleep.
I sound like I'm 32, but I'm actually 78 years old. Okay. No, he sounds like he sounds fresh. He still sounds like the same old Talib. Like, just the voice, like nothing's changed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta respect him for that. Just for him. I don't know what he's doing, man. Listen, I don't know if Talib is, maybe he's eating green. Maybe he's drinking more water. Okay. Maybe he's not smoking his vocal cords out. I don't know.
He's doing something right.
He's doing something right. He sounds the exact same. Sounds like a fresh young Talib. He sounds the exact same way he did when he was on Kanye West's, Kanye West on College Dropout. Sounds the same way he did when he was doing Mos Def with Black Star. He sounds the exact same voice. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Talib for not sounding like a old ass rapper.
So what'd you give it?
I gotta say, I gotta give this a 9.
I'm with you.
I gotta give it a 9. You know, like I said, you know, the Waka Flocka track was kind of, you know, like a big, like,
it brought it down a little.
I
take it down a notch on that.
I could skip that, you know what I'm saying? There were a couple times too where I kind of felt like Talib. There's only 11 songs on here.
Yeah.
And I felt like he probably could have stretched some of these ideas out of them, like 13 or 14 songs. Like it's like a little too compact. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not enough room to just kind of breathe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like everything's kind of compact. I would say that those are my only really gripes with it. But lyrically, Talib is top notch. Sound like some of these beats, top notch. Some of these songs, top notch Talib, like quality Talib shit. You know what I'm saying? So
straight up, I feel you.
Yeah, that's just kind of my thing.
Yeah,
with it,
I mean, I agree with pretty much all you said because I mean, I gave it a 9 as well, and I mean, that Waka Flocka song came out, brought it down. And it just, you took the words right out of my damn mouth. Like, it's like, I'm trying to think of like, what else can I say? But that's like everything else was just right to me. It's just, Talib Kweli is still Talib Kweli, like of the yesteryear. Like, he still fucking got it, and he fucking like, I mean, he gets a 9. He's still gonna
run. He still runs rap circles around.
Lyrically, my goodness.
I mean, just not even just the new. Of course, he raps circles around the new wave. Yeah. But like some of the old wave too. Like he still could like run a marathon with them and still be doing his thing.
Many would say he could have did it then back in the day, and he still can do it now.
Yeah, he doesn't sound like he missed a step. Mm-mm. I was expecting to, you know, like, okay, like I was
old shit that he just still had.
Probably, I was listening, we were listening to Cameron's album.
Yeah.
And I felt like Cameron kind of missed a step at certain times. Like he wasn't like the Killer Cam of yesteryear. Like he was there, he had his bars or whatever, but it wasn't like the Cameron back then. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like Talib missed a step at all. So shout out to Talib for that.
Shout out, and go listen to it if you ain't heard it. Right. And if you, it's another one of those you got to hear multiple times because he's gonna hit you with shit that, you know, it may go over your head,
right?
Because he's slick with his bars.
Definitely slick with his bars.
So give it a listen to because it's definitely worth listening to. I mean, fucking Talib Kweli. I hope the younger generation soaks this in a little bit, you know. Cause,
those fucking assholes, they won't.
Man, they need to. They need to.
Right.
This is like a history lesson. This is like a time capsule.
Right.
Talib Kweli is like a time capsule because they just opened it up and he's still the same Talib Kweli.
Right. Still working with the samples on the beats. We appreciate it, Talib. Shout out to Talib.